Hey guys, Rich here once again at RC Informer. Got Steve on the camera as usual, and we've got day 2 out here on the brand new FMS Corsair 1700 millimeter coming from Horizon Hobby. Check it there in the links below. When we left you with the last video, we had shifted the CG forward a little bit. We upped the timing on the motor, and although it flew scale and it flew nice, it was very comfortable. I just felt like we wanted to put a little more power in it. So me and Steve decided to do what we did last time to the older Corsair, was we put a 360 kV motor, the 5060 that kind of bolts right in. And I've recommended that to the factory as well many times in the past. And then I replaced the 80 amp speed controller, which I don't think I really needed to do, but I put 100 amp in there. It's the same Predator, same size and everything, but it just gives us a little more leeway. Although this airplane flying by, or static on the ground, I think it was giving us, I think it was drawing 57 amps before. Now static on the ground it's drawing about 90 or so. And then in flight, this was drawing next to nothing, but now in flight it's about 40 to 50 amps is the draw. So I think the 80 you can probably still get away with. So, but we're gonna take it up. You ready, Steve?
Let's hit it.
Let's power this up. We'll get this going. Landing gear's down, flaps are up. Let me do a quick throttle calibration so the throttle cut is off, throttle kill's off. The CG, like we talked about before, I got it at about 95. Let's bring the throttle back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's ready to go. Let's see if we got smooth power. Looks like we got it. Yep. All right, we are good to go. All right, let's do a quick flight control check. Right, left, up, down. I'm going to go middle rate on the elevator. The elevator only needs, just a little bit of movement. So, in fact, I was using the low rate while we were flying it last time. Let me get the throttle kill here. Steve, I'm just going to do a quick gear cycle. Just make sure everything's initialized here. We'll get it going. Beautiful landing gear right out of the box. If you guys haven't seen it, we did an unbox assembly setup live. All those videos, including the last flight. And we did a pre-flight inspection video too, a pre-flight kind of setup. Those are all on the RC Informer YouTube channel, and I'll put them in the upper right-hand corner of this video in the information cards that you can click on at any time and check out. Isn't that nice, Steve?
Pretty.
After this, guys, we're going to put the ordnance on and doing a little ordnance flight too. So we'll probably do that in the next video. So, and also the pack in here is the 7000 SPEKTRUM 30C Smart Pack. So that fits in there sideways. If you want to get in on that, Steve.
Yeah.
It fits in there sideways, flat, which is nice. It's a huge battery bay for this thing. And then one thing that I did not do too, which I'm going to kind of pull out of here. I keep my pitot tube in here for storage, and I forgot to put it on the plane. So here's the pitot tube. That's one of the things I like about this plane, is you don't have to glue it on. Steve, if you want to zoom in there, this is one of the things we showed in the a couple of the unboxing and setup videos is there's 2 kinds of pitot tubes on my airplane, those that have broken off and those that will. So anyway, there we go, that's on there. So we're fully scale now, and let's run this baby up. Quick power check here. Let's get the safety off will help, right? All right, it sounds like it's got a little more guts here now. So, and in fact, let me look. Oh, I already did that already. Let's go. Quick flight control again, right, left, up, down. Let's check our flaps. Flaps are good. All right, Steve, I think we're good to go. I'm going to go without flaps on takeoff, and I'm going to taxi it on out a little bit because this thing just taxis so nice on grass. Let's get her on out there. I'm so glad they redid this airplane, retooled it. It was always such a stellar airplane, and now it's just 1000% better. All right, here we go. We'll turn it around. There we go. Ready, Steve? Here we go. Ease the power in. Staying on that rudder. That tail lifts off. I'm about half throttle here. I'm just going to ease the power in. It comes right up. Gear's coming up. I'm going to go to full power now. It's a little windy out here, folks, today, so just keep that in mind. We'll get the gear going up. Still trimmed pretty nice from last time. Let's see here. Yeah, it's going to get beat up by the wind. There's no stabilization today, folks. So it's powering into the wind here. I'm going to go to low elevator rate. because it's smoother there, and I think I have that elevator rate at like 70 or 80%. So yeah, the wind's gonna beat it up a bit. So here we go, coming by fast, Steve. That's on the downwind. So just super nice, super nice. We'll go inverted, very smooth. Handles the wind nice. It's a nice big bird. We'll roll it back around. Very nice. What do you think, Steve? Cool?
Oh yes. Very cool.
And I think we mentioned last time, Steve's got 8 Corsairs. So he's a fan.
Yep. Big time.
All right, I'm gonna get some gear down. Let's watch it cycle on down. There it comes. Very nice, nice and smooth.
May have to retire one or two and replace it with this one.
Yeah, you might have to. That could happen too. All right, let's see if we get a touch and go out of it. I'll just do it clean here. Very nice scale flyer, folks. And if you put a stabilizer in this thing will be smooth as glass. So, and it already is without it. So I'm getting some lift from that wind. There we go. Power up. I think it really benefits from the extra power, Steve.
Not so too.
It's a little faster, but it's not so much the speed, it's the climb performance that it has. It feels much more comfortable kind of climbing with it now. See if we can do that again. A little harder than I wanted, but we'll just go around. Power's coming in. You can tell it has a little bit of a pitch down moment there with the gear down, which is pretty normal. There we go, I'm gonna ease it on back. I'm just gonna taxi it in, Steve, and just do a quick battery check.
All right.
Just take a look at it real quick. It's flying beautifully. I like the power upgrade for sure. Look at that prop, man, that thing's awesome. Again, guys, now it's an 1811 prop now, where the old one was a 1710. So let me move it over here. Let me take this, put the safety on, or the throttle kill. And with that little bit of flying we did, let's just kind of check in here since I don't have my telemetry. I'm currently resoldering my telemetry because it just wasn't working. So let me plug this in. Let's see what we got here a little bit. If I can see this thing, get this all set up. And I'll just read it to you here, Steve. Let's see what we got. If I can read it, let me throw these on real fast. We are at, let's see what we got. No, it switched pages on me. 71% still, so we got a long ways to go. This thing will fly a long way on a 7000. So, and the beauty is that I think it kind of needs the nose weight. If you guys are going to fly it on a lighter pack, and especially one thing I wanted to note about the last couple flights we did too, if you guys have, if you guys are going to fly this with a stabilizer, you're probably okay with the 100, 110 or whatever CG that it was at before. It's just that I'm not using a stabilizer, so I use CG shifting it forward to make it stable. So the flight stabilizer will make up for an aft CG. If it's a little pitch sensitive, you won't feel that. So I did it to mine because I have no stabilizer in it. I may put a stabilizer in it later and mess with it. But Steve, do you still have a green light? Just take a look real quick.
Yep.
You good? Okay.
Here we go.
All right, let's go, man. Here we go. Sun's gonna come and go. I'm gonna take my glasses off here because I don't think I need them at the moment. So, all right, let's go with some flaps for takeoff this time around. And I'll take my safety off. Ease that power in, stay on there. See that nose almost came over?
Yep.
That's flaps, guys. That's what you gotta be careful of with flaps. They tend to make it nose over a little more. So you just have to be careful. It'll take off slower and land a little slower, but it gives your plane a nose down attitude, okay? So a lot of times you're better off landing and taking off sometimes without it, especially if you got tall grass or something that might snag the gear. All right, let's get it here into some steep turns. Right out front, flying fantastic.
Well, you can really see those lights now.
Yeah, you can. What Steve's referring to especially is the landing lights before were, from the factory, they were a little kind of cockeyed, so I actually moved them inside of the lens. just to have them point more forward, you know, a little straighter. And now they're really, in fact, you know what, let me go slow flight, full flaps in here. I'll come right at us, and you should really be able to see those lights now.
Yep.
They're really beaming forward. I'm at about half throttle here roughly. And it'll just go to a crawl, guys. Here, I'll turn to the downwind here with the flaps up. When this plane's flying slow, with the like the other 1700 millimeter warbirds that FMS makes, it's very much kite-like. It's very light. It's not a heavy feeling plane. So you can see how nice it flies slow. Let's power it up. Throw the flaps up. I'm just going to point it straight up and see how it does. It's still going up there. I'm just going to hold it. Just going to hold it. I'm going to power it off and let it tail slide because it's still going up there. Beautiful. Outstanding. Very nice model. We'll come by again fast here, Steve. Or actually, you know, let me do some point rolls with it here up high. It'll do that nice. All right, coming back. Do a presentation pass. Without dragging a wing. Don't want to do that. In fact, I'll come from the other side too. Let's do that. There's nobody here, so I can kind of get away with a little more. Bank it here. Very nice flying Corsair. You guys want a scale flying machine, you know, this is it. And it'll do all sorts of aerobatics as well. Right, we'll bring it on back. I just love that big propeller. All right, I'm going to take it out this way a little bit. Kind of low. I'll come back towards the camera and then I'll just sort of peel away. My bad, Steve. My bad.
All right.
Don't hurt yourself. Something distracted me. I was looking at something over there moving. Here, hang on. Let me do that one more time. Beautiful flying airplane though. Holy smokes. And like I said, that's 7,000 pag. You can go all day with it. That's a little better. All right, gears coming down. So I can get some touch and go out of it here. I'm gonna go to a medium elevator rate here. Let me go flaps up here real quick. All right, there they are. Let me bring it back. One more second, Steve. I'm gonna do another battery check real quick. Those lights are awesome, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Holy smokes. Yeah, mine were a little out of alignment. Let me get my safety on. So Steve, if you want to get in on here, right here, this is a plastic lens that's painted around the edge. So all you have to do is peel it away from the top or the bottom, preferably the bottom because the wires come from underneath. And then you can just align that light a little better, you know, and get it, if it's not pointing straight, then you can just, you know, you can check that out. So let me do a quick check here real quick. Check my wires too. They seem okay. Sometimes I check for wire temperatures and stuff, especially when we're boosting things a little bit, but this is pretty much the same setup I got in my other Corsair too. So the 5060, it's a 5060 300 kV motor. Actually, you know what, Steve, we're at 27%. So I think we'll call it quits at that. So anyway, what do you think, Steve? Awesome?
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, this is outstanding. I mean, check it out at Horizon Hobby. Use our links in the description. If you guys use our links below, you can also find it at fmsmodel.com. If you use our links below, it supports our channel, guys. We really appreciate that. You know, check us out on Instagram, Twitter, mostly Instagram. We're making posts every day, so you know, check us out there as well. And stay tuned because we got more FMS releases coming, new stuff coming from other brands as well. So we're dying to get the Rafale. That's going to be cool, guys, to get that Rafale. That's going to be really neat. But this thing flies beautifully. And do a quick landing gear check once again. I love the landing gear on this because they did such a nice job with the compression on it, and it's all machined aluminum. They fixed a lot of the problems, little problems it had in the past, and everything just works fantastic. It's so nice, such a nice big model, and now it's really pretty slick. So it's probably the ultimate Corsair now on the market. And anyway, guys, we do appreciate y'all watching. More videos coming again. Please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you guys get advised when we put new stuff out. Steve, thank you very much for filming. And as always, guys, we'll see you next time.